Hello. And now I'm back. Sorry, technical hitch. I am now speaking. People can hear me. Welcome. Um, I want to talk about lots of things tonight and new bits and hello, Christoph. And so it'll be a bit bitty. But anyway, also, behold my new dress. Moths. Nice, isn't it? I think it looks a little bit Christmassy. Anyway, so I have spent today trying to get my hands on some drugs. And my usual deal around the corner didn't have what I needed. So I had to try all the major players around town. But there was nothing at Asda, Tesco, Sainsbury's or Lloyd's. But in the end, I did get some HRT at 5 p.m. And the doctor wouldn't give me the repeat prescription this morning, when I started this whole trip, until she had checked my height and weight. I have to say, I was very disappointed to find out that I am still only 5'10". Now, every month, because clearly HRT, getting towards menopause, every month I wonder if this is going to be my last period and if now is the time to learn to rollerblade before it's too late. Now, I don't know about you, but I haven't got any Christmas decorations up. I don't have any. Has anyone got any up? I mean, I see all these lights around town. It looks lovely, but we haven't even got anything. I mean, it's just quite pathetic. Especially given that I have organised all of our Christmas decorations very well in a nice box, but now have not opened it. I just can't get motivated because I need to tidy up first because the house is a complete tip. And so what I've been doing is browsing Pinterest for inspiration. I mean, we could be going Lux. Should we go Nordic or should we go natural? But no doubt, however hard I try, we'll end up with our usual Christmas aesthetic, which is Christmas shithole once more. But one thing we have done is stick up our advent calendars in the hallway. We've used command hooks, which sound quite impressive, don't they? Command hooks. I command you to stay on the wall. But they're actually disappointingly manual in operation. And no doubt they will destroy the wall when we try to take them down. Yes, long live the Christmas shithole, says Amanda. Mind you, the hallway could do with decorating. I keep thinking that I've only just decorated it. It feels like I've just finished it, but then I remember that I was married to an entirely different man when I did decorate the hallway. And I've been married to this one for nearly 5 years. So it's probably about time I got on with it. And now I shall segue into a new bit that I have no segue to. I won't mention segways though, actually. This just occurred to me. I always thought, I didn't realise that Segway was pronounced Segway, the word. I thought it was Sieg. I never said it out loud, thankfully. I only ever read it in books. And it was only when the Segways came out that I realised. I was like, oh. But anyway, that will now act as a segue to the next bit, which is not about segways. It's about toilets. When you go into a pub, instead of ladies and gents, they've got like images on the doors. And they're always images that aren't very clearly gendered. I mean, sometimes, it's a picture of a lady in a dress or a man in a hat. That's fine. But sometimes it's not. And you're like, am I a lobster or am I a seahorse? I don't know. And when I lived in Helsinki, they'd often just have M or N on the doors. N or M. I don't know if I'm an N or an M. I only learned how to say a few things in Finnish. I learned how to say my address so that when I was drunk at the end of the night, I could get back home, which was, if any Finnish people are listening now, they will be appalled at my language. But anyway, Linnen Koskenkatu 4B, which is 4B Castle Street. And also some swearing, which I won't share. Maybe I'll get banned from Facebook or something. But so whenever I was in a bar in Finland, which obviously would be most evenings, I would have to watch people go to the loos to work out if I was an M or an N, because I would always forget. The next night, I'd still have no idea. It might have something to do with the drinking. And this is a very dangerous game when you've had umpteen shots of licorice vodka. It turns out I'm an N, apparently, which is Ninen, woman. But it clearly should have been N for no more vodka. On the subject of drinking, here's a segue. If you would like to experience the thrill of drink driving, but with none of the danger or breaking the law, try this. Try drinking a can of Coke in the car while wearing varifocals. It's quite effective, because as you go like that, it all goes blurry. And it's fairly safe. I mean, don't do it all the time, obviously. What else did I want to say? Oh, yes, now, this is completely not at all related, but I wanted to share it anyway. I've got a very literal mind. And coupled with my active imagination, it can cause problems. Because when I see something like vegetable medley on a menu, my mind goes straight to vegetable rock band. You know, like carrot on bass, potato on drums, leek lead singer, cherry tomato backing singers. Is it just me? Or maybe it is. But then I think, the tomatoes aren't vegetables. And also, isn't a medley lots of bits of songs strung together? So then I fired the backing singers and I started thinking about what songs vegetables would sing. The Age of Asparagus, Build Me Up Buttercup, Little Red Courgette, Tomato, You're Only a Day Away, and then we're back to the fruit. Now, in the past, I have not been very good at self-promotion, and in this online world, we have to be very good at self-promotion, which is why I'm constantly going on about what I'm doing next. And it's probably really boring, but if you don't do it, no one goes to anything. And there we go. There's some promotion for you. My link tree. I was so bad at marketing in the past. In fact, I had to do a welfare check on my own stalker. But now I've got a mailing list. Woohoo! And there are even people on it who have put themselves on it voluntarily, some of whom I don't even know. So there you go. And you can join too if you want. Because it's quite unlikely, there's no real risk, because it's quite unlikely that I will sustain the enthusiasm to email you every week for a very long time. So the risk of spam is pretty low. I mean, I might email once a week if you're lucky. In fact, I'm not quite sure what I am going to email. But no doubt it will be hilarious or maybe informative. I don't know. So yes, so you can join my mailing list, and that is on my link tree, which is there. How that magical. What else? Oh yes, I will tell you about shows. I'm doing some actual shows next week that are not just me sitting here talking to myself. Here they are. Now I'm going to try and point at this way. No, this way. That's really hard. This way. This one at the top is a Zoom gig, which you can go to. It's free. If you go to my website or my link tree, you can find the link to it, and you can get the Zoom link and join it, and then you can be somebody laughing in the audience, which is nice to have actual laughter. And this one is in Canterbury. It hasn't been cancelled yet, so hopefully it will happen. What else? Oh yes, if you're watching this on YouTube, because I am streaming, look at that. You can like and subscribe. I chose there it is. No, God, there. I chose this graphic because it's just so weird looking, isn't it? Look, I thought when I just glanced at it, I wondered if that was like it was like pills or something, or was it bacteria? So that's why I chose that graphic. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and also other stuff. It is creepy, isn't it? That's why I chose it, because there was quite a lot to choose from. I don't know what else to say, really. That's it, really. Please enjoy. I've moved the sloths back into shot because I'm enjoying them a lot. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Look, there it is. It nicely matches the orange in my dress. Look, I can't even point at myself. I'm like completely incompetent at this filming business. That's it. I'm going to go. End on a high, they say. Whoever they are. Anyway, like and subscribe. Tweet. Retweet. Something. Watch. And I'll be back next week and maybe see you at a show. Goodbye.